Hi guys, it's Ben from Ben's Home Video, where today we're looking at Second Sight's release of the horror classic 1974, possibly the first Scream Queen / Final Girl appearance, based on a true story, kind of, film. That's right, it's the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. As always guys, I don't ask you to like this video, subscribe to this channel, but let's have a little unboxing. So I really like this artwork, but I just wish it was full colour instead of the kind of silhouette effect. Our cards, which I won't bore you with. Two Blu-rays and one 4K. And this 190-page book. What the fuck? What the fuck? Is it massive? That is one hefty set. Second Sight have knocked it out of the park again. So we're looking at Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos. It was about 88 to 92, kind of, sometimes a bit low, sometimes a bit higher on the old megabytes per second bitrate scale. Let's get into the thick of it. So video wise, as I said at the very beginning of this little spiel, we had Dolby Vision. So, I don't know what to say. So it's a 16mm film, millimeter film. So it's never going to be pretty, even on 4K. So you've got that real grainy look to it, which works for this film, to be fair. Kind of makes it scarier. But I don't know. It looks good. It looks great. It looks way better than the DVD I'm upgrading from. I never had any of the Blu-rays, so I can't vouch for them. But yeah, I don't know. I wanted a little bit more from it, but that could be down to the film, so it could be down to me having higher expectations, could be down to whatever. Blacks were brilliant. Some of the colours popped. I did notice some of the colour temperature changes sometimes. It's quite a warm looking film for the most part, and then inside the van on a couple of scenes it just kind of went not cool but more neutral looking. Whether or not that was me being over the top, I don't know, but I noticed it. If anyone else does, I don't know. It's the primaries are very nice, but I think with the warmth of the picture they're almost a little bit artificial. So the reds are very red and the greens are very green, and it does look really nice, but is it natural looking? I don't know. I'll have to probably watch it again, especially over compare it with the DVD I've got. I'll probably have to compare it to that to see how I feel more on that, but for now I'm just going to ramble and you're not going to listen. Going back to that warm comment, at times I did think maybe it was a little bit too hot. So guy sat on the porch, he did not have that tan 5 minutes ago. So this is apparently their own scan. Dark Sky have done their own one. That's already been out. Don't know which would be better, but I don't think they've done as good a job as I have on their other 4K releases personally. But again, little asterisks there. It is 16mm film, so it's never going to be as good as 35mm, which is obviously never going to be as good as 70mm / 65. There's a couple of moments that I thought were a bit sketchy looking. Like the grain on the face has got a bit thick and heavy where it wasn't a minute before. So I'm going to assume that's to do with the original camera negative rather than Second Sight just being shit at some point. Audio wise, the choices were Atmos or mono on this. I believe the Dark Sky one has mono 2.0, 7.1 and Atmos, so you get more choice on the other one. Not that it matters to me because I would have just picked Atmos anyway. So It's intense. The Atmos is really good. Flicked over to mono. Bit dead sounding to me. Obviously, I know there's purists that prefer to go with the original, and it's good that they've included it. But I don't give a shit about that. And I know it's stupid to say that because you should want it how it was meant to be experienced in the first place. But technology has moved on. If you can make it sound better, why not? Jaws. That had a really great 5.1. It's got an even better Atmos now. It makes the film better. So this is the rantiest, shittest video I've done. I'm so sorry to anyone that's listening to this, watching this. But bear with me. I know what I'm talking about mostly. So Atmos, you feel like you're in the middle of this. You've got all the outside noises going on in your ears and whatnot. The dialogue is clear. It is perfect. On the mono, it was hard because it was all coming out of, obviously, not one speaker because I've still got the surround sound, but it was coming out the middle. It's a bit muddy. The dialogue's quite, not in the background as such, but set further back. It probably works for a lot of people that might find that makes it scarier, puts them more in the mood for it. But that Atmos, like, it's not like the best you'll ever hear, far from it. But for that film, it puts you in it. It's got everything going on, especially when like the truck goes past. It's got the deep rumble. It's a 1974 low budget film. It's not going to be interstellar level of LFE, is it? But you get a decent bass from that. You don't get much height channels. It's mostly ambience, which works. But as I just got my little notebook out and wrote, not much going on in height channels. This is probably about an hour or so into the film. Not much going on in height channels except ambience. Nice, but could be better. There was fucking height channels going on. I don't know what that was. It didn't sound like that at all. But it felt like it was coming from above and well, kind of everywhere, to be honest. It was like, and it was cool. I really enjoyed that. That really kind of put me in the middle of the film. So, Atmos people, if you've got ceiling speakers, I imagine you probably get a bit more out of it than I will. But that scene is cool. And I think you'll appreciate that, especially, like I said, in a low-budget 1974 horror film. So, I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5. So I've been quite down on it, but they haven't done a bad job at all. I think maybe I just expected too much. But yeah, 4 out of 5. And look, it's a hard film to make look pretty. But they've done whoever's done the Atmos mix has done a great job of the sound. Whether that's second side, whether that's dark sky, whether that's someone else completely. They've done a great job of the sound. So that's a 5 out of 5 for the sound. And I don't know. There might be other reviews that say this is the best thing since fucking sliced bread, but not me. Not this guy. It's just fucking cool, isn't it, this film? So I don't think any other film gets that kind of backwater town vibe as spot on as this. Hills of Eyes is very close. As a film, it's great, but it doesn't give me the heebie-jeebies like this film does. It's one of those 70s slow burner films. It makes you feel uneasy throughout, but it's easing you in. Oh, yes. That definitely was not planned at all, and it was shit. It actually wasn't planned. I don't know why I made it sound like it was. It's that, do you know what I mean? It's trundling along, little bit of bad stuff happens, but nothing awful. And you're kind of thinking, what is going to happen? I don't know. Obviously, I've seen it like 3 or 4 times, but it just, and then the last 20 minutes are fucking cool, man. It's really like, it just puts you on edge. It's tense. And with the Atmos, it actually was like, not like feels like the first time watching it type thing, but it made me feel more uneasy as there's a lot going on for kind of my senses compared to, I think it was a stereo on the DVD. So it's probably just the mono twice. But that never kind of put me on edge as much as this new soundtrack did. And I rate it. So it does give it a new lease that Atmos track does. So if you've got Atmos capabilities, definitely do it. Also, yeah, watch Hills of Eyes, that's great. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 does not give me that uneasy feeling at all. It's a great film. Do watch it if you never have, but keep in mind it's nothing, and I mean nothing, like the first one. A 4.5 out of 5, I think, for the film. It's not a perfect film, but it's damn near close to. For the budget, for everything there, I think Tobe Hooper did a great job. As always, guys, thanks for watching.